Welcome to today's pick a card, and this is going to answer the question, what do they think you feel about them? So what does your person think you feel about him or her, and what do they feel about that? So we are going to create 3 piles today. 3 or 4. No, 3. It's again past midnight. And yeah, it's 12:30 and I gotta go to bed eventually. So let's create some piles. I don't know why I chose this one. I wanted to use the Romance Angels. Well, since this one came out, I don't know why I grabbed this one. We're going to use it. I'm going to create 3 piles. And of course I'm going to show you which decks I'm using as usually. So this is the Power Animal Oracle cards. So how are you doing? Let me know. And yeah, I want to thank everybody who's subscribing. My channel is growing slowly, but it is growing and I'm happy about that. I'm having so much fun doing this. This is the Romance Angels deck. And I wanted to remind you that you can win a free reading. I'm going to give away 2 free readings once I hit 500 subscribers. So please like, subscribe, share, and leave a message if you are interested to enter the raffle. And yeah, of course I am available for personal readings for pretty much any topic. Just reach out. And also I'm open for suggestions. If you want a specific pick a card, just let me know what you're interested in. And I'm always looking for new topics. This is the Psychic Tarot, by the way. Okay. What else? Then we are going to use the archetype cards. Also, if you're interested in a flip through with any of the decks you have seen me use, just let me know. I am going to post flip through readings as well. This one's 6. Then we are going to use the... Did I show? This is the archetype cards. Then we have these beautiful advice cards. Flower of Life. This deck is amazing. It's not just a very pretty imagery with all of those different flowers and plants, but I really love the texts as well. That did not work out fine. So one, 2, and 3. Oh, I remember this one came out in the zodiac readings. I don't remember what card it is, but I remember the imagery that came out. And then I am going to use the Mutant Tarot, a German deck. Looks like this. It does contain nudity, so if you're scared of nudity, please click off. But it's not perverted. It's art. It's just art. So if you're scared of art, click off. I'm going to use the entire deck for all of the piles. Hold on. Mini, Valios. That was my cats. How many did I? One per pile. And this one got 2, I believe. Is it 2? Yes. This one got 3 per pile. This one 2. Oh, one deck got 3. Okay, well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. So please choose your piles based on those lovely cards. And we are going to check what does your person think you feel for them, and what do they feel about that? Do they like it or not? So it is pile 1 is going to be those daisies. Pile 2. And we got pile 3. 1, 2, and 3. Timestamps are below. So yeah, pile number 1. Again, daisies, welcome pile number 1. Let's see, what does your person think you feel about them? Also, I would like to remind you to check out my other content. I created lots and lots and lots of different pick a card questions. 3, 5, and 6. We're going to use this deck again to answer the question afterwards. How do they feel about that? And we're going to start. We do have the Sun, the 7 of Wands, Daughter of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Chariots, and the 9 of Swords, Cruelty. We've got Fox, adaptability, adapt to the changes that are happening. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. We also have the spiritual strength. I don't know which card it is. It might be 9 of Swords or Pentacles. I don't know what purple is. We've got patience and planning. No, this would be Pentacles, the Earth. So we've got balance. We do have this deck, and I need to check. Right now it's Artist in reverse and Servant is upright, but I want to check. Because with this deck I do read reversals, and upside down it would be the shadow attributes, and the other way around would be... Okay, wait. Is this right the way it is? Counterclockwise is a no. And the Servants, no. Should I switch it around? Yes. Again. It's not right. Okay. Switch it around. Okay. So we've got this in the reverse. I'm trying to see where to put it. Okay. Put them here. Yeah, that fits nice. And then you've got this beautiful card. That's my cat. And it's called You Are Loved. If you want to read it and maybe save it as a screenshot, please pause right now. And it means create... no, actually I wanted... This was your advice. Sorry. This was not for the reading. This was your advice for later. I don't know what I just did. So what do they think you feel about them? Let me read this. Artist is light attributes, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. And the Servant we have in the reverse, shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. Okay. So what does your person think you feel for them? Well, they know that you have feelings for them. They know that there is some kind of spiritual bond. We do have several cards that talk about that. Yeah, really, many cards. We do have the High Priestess. To me, this is a card that is talking about or hinting at a soul bond, because the high priestess for me is also the higher self. And if it comes up in a love reading, for me it means that there's two higher selves connected, that there might be telepathy. Then we do have balance, which looks to me like a spiritual card, so that there is, and it's number 11 as well, so that there is some kind of spiritual bond. It does remind me of the magician with all of these, I mean, it's wands, pentacles, cups, and swords, right? So it has something from the magician, and then we do have this protective circle around it, and this angel. So another hint that there might be a higher level soul connection. And then we have spiritual strength, another card that is talking about spirituality, right? And then the religious factors. For me, the religious factors, I hardly ever read them in a way that I see problems due to different cultures or religions. To me, it means, because I always see like the love life is influenced by a spiritual path. This is how I read it. And spiritual path is again something that is connected to a higher level soulmate, where you meet one another in order to heal and maybe awaken and ascend. So your person thinks that you think that this is some kind of higher soulmate level. This is not about do they think that as well, okay? This is what they think you think. So maybe you have mentioned it. And this card to me basically reminds me of that as well, because we do have those two pillars, and it's patience and planning. It's like, I know it's stone pillars, not trees, but still I get like the feeling like they have to grow, and we have all the seasons here. And to me, it is something that does take a while, and it does look like an 11 as well. So we do have 11. So maybe you have mentioned something like that you think that there is something special about you, some kind of divine connection, even if you haven't. There's a cat here on it. Even if you haven't mentioned it explicitly, they do think that you think that. Then of course we do have true love here. So yeah, your person thinks that you think that there is true love involved, that you think that they are your true person. And also we do have this card, adapt to the changes that are happening. And this is also something that is happening in a higher level soul connection, is that you do change, you have to adapt, you have to heal old wounds, you have to find your own strength in your spirituality within yourself. And so yeah, this is a major thing. However, they do think that you want this connection to develop, maybe that you are a bit impatient. I get that energy with those two cards. We do have this card talking about bravery, which means like they think that you want them to finally be brave and step up and do something. And with the chariot, that there's movement. Also, if you are observing them online in any form, they know that you're doing that. We see this one person observing the other. And at the same time, for some of you, they may think that you want to focus on yourself. I always sense it like she has to watch where she's walking so she's not slipping. And maybe you're even observing one another. If you want to find out if they're spying on your social media, you can check out my reading on that. However, I get mostly that they think that you have your eyes on them, that you're spying on their social media or whatever it is, and that you are patient with them sometimes, but however, you do want this movement going on. And then we do have the artist, meaning maybe you see them as somebody who is creative. With artists, I get the how's it called, sacral chakra, which is also talking about manifestation. And then even though this is not the magician, we do have this card that reminds me of the magician, so it is some form of manifestation. So they think that you are trying to create something with them, but also yeah, I'm feeling drawn to something that is beyond the five senses. So there would be again something that is hinting at some kind of higher level connection. Maybe they think that you are expressive or you should be a bit more expressive. But they think that they inspire you in some kind of way. However, we do have the servant in reverse, and the shadow attributes are using a lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. And if you are the divine feminine, you need to know that for the divine masculine, it is often very important to get into their masculine energy and stability. And for many men, that means getting into the energy where they want to provide. They don't want to connect to their feminine as the prince. They want to come as the king, as somebody who can provide. And that, of course, doesn't have to mean riches. It just means that they want to come in a way that they feel comfortable, that they can give you what they think you deserve. And they may be upset that you think that they should hurry up and come before they feel ready. However, we do have the sun here as well. So what they also know is that they do make you happy, but they also know that they may have hurt you in the past, or that you think either you think of them as somebody who has hurt you, or you think of them as some, or maybe even both. Just think of them as somebody who has been hurt and who has not healed their old stuff yet, and they're hoping that you are being patient and giving them the time that they need. But your person, again, we're going to check in a second what do they feel about this. I mean, they think that you think that they are your true love, and in the next step we're going to find out what do they think about that. And I just had the idea that I'm going to do a pick a card within a pick a card, because that may transpire a difference. Maybe some of your guys are happy about it, or girls, and others are not. So I'm going to do a little pick a card within a pick a card. But they think that you think that this is something very special and spiritual. And again, maybe you have told them about that. Maybe for some of you, they think that you put them on a pedestal. And if no, this is again, I want to keep sliding into what they think about it. I wanted to say, maybe it wanted to come out, if they think that they have hurt you, or if they think that you think that they have hurt you, they feel sorry about it. And this card to me is talking about forgiveness, but it of course could also mean that you need to forgive them, that they think that you are still mad at them for something, and that they should finally come and maybe apologize or do something. But I always have to say, it's not their job to apologize. It's more your job to clear the reason why you attracted whatever has happened, right? Because you are manifesting true love. I mean, it's obvious. It's a very spiritual pile, at least. Again, this is what they think that you think. It's not what they think about you. If you want to know that, how they see the connection, or what the connection is like, please check out one of my other readings. This is only what do they think you think about them. But yeah, they absolutely think that you put them on some kind of pedestal, that you think it is a very spiritual connection, that you are changing because of them. With the fox, that's a difficult word, adaptability. And however, that maybe, yeah, they're kind of like testing you, not consciously, but with spiritual strength, that you are being tested. And I mean, this card is right above the religious factors. And again, I know that those divine counterpart relationships, they are somewhat testing, right? And some of you guys may even know that you think you are developing rather quickly because of them, because we do have the High Priestess here, which is another card of spirituality, with the Chariot and the Sun, of course, Sun as illumination. We have the Sun above the High Priestess, and that can talk about some kind of illumination, awakening, and fast transition. However, I don't like that this card came up. This is like the only bad card in here. But this tells me that at least your person thinks that something has not healed yet, and it's very important to heal whatever needs to be healed. Before we go to what does your person feel about that, again, maybe some of you guys really like it, maybe others really don't. I want to check out the advice cards, and you are loved. Create a new create a new way to be in your life. Return to love. You have the support and love of the universe as you step through the veils of perceived responsibilities into freedom. No one has been placed upon this earth to make you happy, just as it is not your responsibility to make anyone else happy. Your job is to feel the best you can in every moment, freeing yourself and everyone else of the idea that we have to please others to be loved. You are so loved by the whole universe. Accept this love and feel all of your relationships deepen, becoming more authentic and unconditional. You are loved and you are loved. Okay, this basically means with the old wounds, if you are expecting that your person makes you happy, this is not how these kinds of relationship works, or any kind of relationship. Basically, it is your job to see what is triggered, what needs to be healed, what is mirrored to you, and you transcend, you transform, and then your person can mirror that back to you. So it's never good that if you have any kind of lack or lack mentality, that you expect somebody else to give you what you're longing for. You fill your own cup, and then another person can add on to that. So if you want this true love, again, it starts with kind of like love yourself first. Your job is to feel the best you can in every moment, freeing yourself and everyone else of the idea that we have to please others to be loved. But also that means nobody is supposed to please you in order to feel loved. Your job, and then that gets mirrored back to you. So this is your advice. And now we are going to do a little tiny pick a card to see what your person feels about that. And I'm just going to grab the stones that I have here. No, we don't want two rose quartz. Okay. We've got this purple blue, we've got the rose quartz, and the silver one. Please pick 1, 2, or 3. And it's just going to be very quick. Okay, 1. How do they feel about what we just saw? I want to shuffle once. Do they like that you think they are your true love, or not? I'm just going to draw 3 cards. It's just very plain and simple, okay? They feel that it is some kind of higher connection too. But we have the High Priest, or in other decks it's called the Hierophant. And the Hierophant to me is also a card that is talking about some kind of divine connection. Because to me personally, the Hierophant is being guided by spirit. Meaning it has... you did not meet by chance. It was divinely orchestrated that you have met. And also the High Priest to me means that you are, that spirit is guiding you through your challenges, and that they are keeping you apart when you need to be apart in order to learn your lessons, and they help you get back together when it's the right time. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So we got 2 major arcana cards, meaning 2 out of 3, meaning that they also feel that this is some kind of strong connection. However, with the Wheel of Fortune or Wheel of Fate in this card, they know that they have to clear some stuff too. You're bringing up stuff as well. I mean, we saw the 9 of Swords earlier. This is the card that means something is not healed, and it could be them, could be you, could be both of you, that they feel that. And even though that there's feeling that there is some kind of higher connection, sometimes they're in the head about it. With the Father of Swords, they're trying to find out more. Maybe they don't know as much about spirituality as you do, and they don't really consciously know what to do with it. However, part of them knows. Also, this could be that they are a bit withdrawn emotionally right now, but that is okay. That is part of these connections, because the masculine, or if your person is the masculine, of course your person could be the feminine as well. However, your person is a bit withdrawn in order to clear and heal their own stuff, but also give you the space that you need to heal your stuff, because again, you can only attract them in once you are in your power, and as long as the feminine is not in her power, spirit is keeping the masculine away, and they do that by making the masculine oppressing their feelings, because if both are in their feelings, they would be clingy, and then there would be no progress. So one person has to be in the fear and anxiety mode, even though didn't look to me like you're completely in there. However, this is not, if you are in fear and anxiety, this is about what your person thinks you feel about them. And your person doesn't have the what's the meaning, the what is the word, I just lost the word, impression. Your person doesn't have the impression that you are in deep pain right now. It looked pretty spiritual, so I believe that you already cleared a lot of stuff, either that or it is a very fresh connection and then you got some clearing ahead. Sorry. However, your person feels that there's a strong bond too. It just right now they pushed it a bit aside. But again, you see this card again, you can pause if you want to. It is your job to do you, to be happy, and then you draw your person in. So don't worry about this card. It's not a bad card at all. It just means that there has to be some stuff cleared, and then spirit is helping you to draw your person in. So your person, what does your person feel about that? There is, did you think that they are your true love? That they feel that there is a special connection. They feel it too. It just sometimes they're a bit overwhelmed and they don't know exactly how to deal with it. But this is not very bad cards. It's just that your person sometimes is a bit too much in their head. But again, this is absolutely normal for these kind of connections that will shift as soon as whatever fate, whatever karmic cycles need to be cleared are cleared, and then spirit is helping you. But they feel it too, okay? They feel it too, that this is special. Okay, let's get to pile number 2, then pile number 1. The rose quartz. Or maybe I should call him pile A, B, and C. Okay, so rose quartz, what does your person feel about it? I need to clarify this card. Okay, your person feels, they have feelings for you too. This is a bit similar to the first, like to this stone. It's just not as strong, but this person does have feelings for you. Maybe your person does not feel it as strong as you do. I mean, you had the true love, and this person has the Sun of Cups, which is very emotional, but it's the sun. It's not like completely developed. And your person also knows that there has to be some cycles that are cleared, because again, we do have 2 paths here. It looks, and then with this card, I feel like your person, for some of you, may still be involved with another person, and they know that they have to decide, which is something that often happens in divine counterpart relationships, that one person, or at least one person, already is in a relationship, and then they meet their counterpart, and they know that they have to leave something old behind. However, they do want to take action towards you. We have it with the Ace of Wands and also with the Sun of Cups. So your person, what do they feel about you feeling that about them? A bit overwhelmed, I would say, but hopeful. I get hopeful. They hope that there is progress. However, again, they do need a little more time, and it looks like they have to clear some stuff in order to really get into that energy where they can live that with you, but they are on their way, basically. So they like it. They like it mostly. Just again, it's very important not to pressure them. If you try to pressure them, then A person could go backwards because, again, this is like they do have emotions, but I think they don't feel it as strong as you do right now, but it can still develop. Okay, so this is for you. Okay. The silver one. Let's check you. What does your person feel about you feeling that spiritual connection to them? What do they feel about that? Oh, they're happy. The Sun, the Chariot, and the Daughter of Wands. Wow. Again, 2 major arcana cards out of 3. Your person is absolutely happy about that. They feel it about you, that too. They want that happiness. They want that success. They want progress. They want to move forward with you once they're ready, of course. And they also feel this very strong sexual connection towards you. They think you are absolutely beautiful. They may be having some kinky thoughts about you. However, they adore you. I mean, look at how he's looking at her. I mean, this is Aphrodite, the temptress, so of course he's looking at her, right? But he absolutely adores you, so he feels that connection as well. Plain and simple as that. That was you, pile number 1, pile 1C. And if it resonated, again, please like, subscribe, and share. You would help me grow my channel like that, and it would make me happy. So if you want to see me happy, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to win a personal reading, of course, you can enter the raffle by liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leaving a comment. I'm always looking forward to your comments, and I am available for personal reading. So number 2, let's check how your person, what your person thinks that you feel for them. Okay? So, what does your person think that you feel for them? And afterwards, we're going to check what do they feel about that. Do they like that or not? Oh, we got the Empress, the 4 of Wands, Father of Cups. Okay. The 8 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and the Star. I'm getting some mixed feelings. This is your advice card. I'm putting this aside for now. Then we do have Antelope, decisiveness, make a decision and take appropriate action. We do have codependency, past life relationship. I wanted to put this there. We have prosperity begins, which would be the Ace of Pentacles. Then the base chakra and the crown chakra. Wow, 2 chakra cards. And those I want to check. Right now we have the Gambler upright and the Damsel reverse, but I want to check, is this supposed to stay upright? Yes. Should I reverse it? No. Is this supposed to stay? Nope. Should I reverse it? Again, should I reverse it? Is it supposed to stay like this? Okay. So both cards are upright. Okay. But I just put it there. Okay. A person, codependency, past life relationship, gambler, light attributes, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Oh, I get a big Fool energy. I love the Fool card. Damsel, understanding nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Okay, your person, it's a bit similar to number 1, pile number 1. However, this is a bit mixed. Sorry, I had to drink some tea. Your person thinks that you think, again, similar to pile number 1, that this is a very special connection, that high level soul connection, however you want to label it, and that you want to, this is where they're a bit uncertain. Do you want to live this connection or not? And I get this because the Eight of Cups usually is the card of walking away emotionally, and it's like falling out of love. And then we do have this card that is talking about missed opportunities, but then the Star. So I think yeah, okay, I get it. Your person thinks that you think that you are made for each other. However, they think that you may think that they are a bit too shy and unable to show their feelings. Maybe some kind of addiction may play a role, not just because we do have the codependency card here, but I just really noticed how he is staring at his cup. You know, maybe there's some booze in there. Doesn't have to be, of course. And they think that you may think on one side that you would be perfect for one another, but you are scared. They think that you might be scared that they're not being able to come to you, to make that decision, that they're not taking action. Because this card, decisiveness, is about taking action, and this card, this word means inaction. So we have action and no action. And this card, to me, you can tell there's this little axe here, and this person chopped down all of the trees. There used to be a forest, and now there's a desert where used to be a beautiful wood forest. And to me, this means like I screwed up. I turned a forest into a desert. It's my own fault, and now I'm kind of like suffocating in this desert that I made myself. And so this card to me is talking about regret. I regret doing something. I regret doing not what I should have done, or missed opportunities. I always get that missed opportunity vibe from this card. However, we do have the Star, which is the card of hope. So your person thinks that you think that you feel that there's still hope. However, one part of you, probably the ego part, may think that you have missed your opportunity and this is not going anywhere. And again, afterwards we're going to check what do they feel about that you feel that, not what do they feel about you, but what do they feel about you feeling that. So yeah, I think that they think that you think, I think that they think that you think that yeah, they're not too decisive enough, that they're not really taking action. You want this prosperity, the Ace of Pentacles, and then we've got the base chakra, meaning you want to ground this connection. And with the crown chakra, you feel that there maybe is like the spiritual connection between the two of you. We have past life relationship as well, and those cards are kind of similar to me. The Ace of Pentacles, really grounding, and the base chakra is talking about grounding something as well. Then the homecoming of Odysseus, to me, is the card of union. Odysseus and his wife, they both had their trials. They were separated from spirit. First, Odysseus was in the Trojan War, and then he had to find his way home, and he had to win several trials. And this is coming together after you have done what you needed to do, and which is typical for high level soulmate connections, of course, right? I mean, you have to go through your stuff, you have to heal, you have to transcend, you have to connect to the divine. We have that with the Star and the crown chakra as well. I mean, the Star is connected to Aquarius energy, and Aquarius is the sign that is ruling the crown chakra, or that the crown chakra is connected to. And you see that this cornucopia, that this person is directly connected to the divine. So they think that you think this is some divine connection. And with the Empress as well, the Empress meaning is the divine feminine energy, but it's also growth. So they think that you you are growing because of them. And then we have willingness to follow your intuition, which is another card that is kind of hinting to the crown chakra. Intuition would be like third eye and crown chakra energy, and we have the crown chakra, we have the Star. So they think that you think that your intuition was growing, and your intuition is telling you, yes, we do have this past life connection, and in this life you want to ground it, and you want to live this healthy relationship, and in this life. However, again, this is like, I don't like those two cards here, because yeah, they think that you may think that they're not going to be able to do it, or that you just missed the opportunity to actually, yeah, get together. And also they think again that you think that maybe they're weak, maybe they're weak. And if you do think that, I can only, again, I get it, because of the Father of Cups, he can have the energy of being deeply emotional, but sometimes he's not using the healthiest coping mechanisms. And it's right next to the codependency card. You know, you always have to read cards in total. The Father of Cups can have a very beautiful meaning in another reading, of course, but here we do have the codependency. So they think that you think that they are dependent of something, that maybe they are not able to actually ground this. They think that you want them to come in, you want this new beginning, you want them to be more decisive. And again, this card is the prosperity begins, and the temperance, no, empress is also the card of prosperity and abundance. So yeah, they think that you think that this is a special connection, but that you're worried that maybe they're not doing their part. However, you know, law of attraction, once you clear your energy, it's very important. If you are in this kind of energy, if you think, oh, we may not be able to make it, try to get out of this energy, because the universe always has to confirm you. And if you think, oh, this is not going anywhere, there hasn't been any action in forever, and I'm growing impatient, and my person is not there, my person is not reaching out, universe will have to confirm that. That is law of attraction. You attract where you put your focus to. And so please don't put your focus on your person being codependent, on your person not reaching out, on your person having missed opportunities. Focus on this, because I think your intuition may be telling you that there is something special. At least that is what your person thinks that you think. And they think that you are a spiritual person, that you are connected. I mean, again, we have the gambler, it's lovely, follow your intuition. We have the star and the crown chakra. Your person thinks that you think that you are connected. I think they see that in you too. So there is great potential here. There is really, well, we have to see what they think about it. Again, this is what they think that you think. They think that you think that there is great potential. However, if you truly think that there is potential, then there is potential. Otherwise, Spirit would not give you this gut feeling. And again, you are connected to the divine. With this star and the crown chakra, you are absolutely connected to the divine. I feel that sometimes your ego mind still kicks in, and it's your job, not your person's job, your job to ground yourself more, because the base chakra, root chakra, can also mean about having some old fears. Often those can be connected to the, say, first 7 years of your life. Doesn't have to be, but there may be some fears of abandonment with the base chakra. However, you can ground that, okay? And what I was going to say, if you truly think that there is something special and you feel it, it's not your ego, because again, we have the star and the crown chakra. So if you truly feel that there is something special, and you have developed, that is something that is most important. You really can tell if you are in a high level soul relationship, if you undergo a great development. Some people just think, oh, that person is my twin flame, and they go into that pain and they don't do their work. And then it's not your real twin flame, because your real twin flame, the universe is pushing you to do your work. And you get help by Spirit. You do your work. And if there is no progress within you, then it's not a real relationship. If it's just pain and impatience and fears, then it's not. a real divine relationship, because again, when you do meet a divine relationship, then you do develop very fast. It's like really like a it's speedway to enlightenment if you do have a true connection. If you just develop slowly, then it's not. Sorry to be that blunt, but it's just too many people putting other people on a pedestal they shouldn't belong on, because it's just not what it seems. Sometimes it's really just in the ego, but you always recognize, is it a true connection if you develop, if you're stuck. And I'm not talking about being stuck for a couple of days. We all are stuck occasionally. That's part of the process. But if you are stuck for a whole while, weeks, months, years, sometimes it's not a real connection. So if you feel it is a real connection, then that means that you can have your person. Because if you are connected to them, they can I always explain it like this. Take a rope, and you can say that this ball is connected to this part, but this part is not connected to this part. Doesn't happen. If there is a connection, then two things are connected to the other. Okay, if it's a real connection. If it's just in your head, then of course not. But if you are connected to somebody, that person is connected to you. If it is a real connection and not just something that is in your ego, like some people think that they're, I don't know, they're twin flame and they have never even encountered that person or spoken to that person. So that can be an issue. However, again, if you do feel connected to that person, then spirit wants you to have it. You just gotta get out of this energy, because you can trust spirit. We are going to check your advice. And if you want to, symbols, you can pause and make a screenshot and listen, read to it, read it yourself later. Symbols are the language of the universe, our subconscious and the collective unconscious. As you move upon your life path, everything you notice is a sign from your higher self to heal, balance, and enjoy your life. You have the ability to read and understand your own signs and symbols. This is your secret language, your wise guidance pointing you in the direction of your dreams and desires. As you understand and accept this, the whispers of your heart become louder, and information will come to you in various forms in ways that may surprise you. However, you will recognize this information because of the way it makes you feel. Again, of the way it makes you feel. Okay, it's very important to trust your gut feeling. If it makes you feel fear, it's not something that is true or divine. Okay, fear is never divine. It may feel like tingles or a knowing you can't explain or understand at that time. However, it will feel significant. So spirit may be sending your signs. Maybe your person's higher self is sending you signs. Maybe your person is consciously trying to send you signs. If you think that, you can check out my reading. Are they trying to send me signs online? And yeah, so again, spirit is talking to you through symbols. You are connected. Okay, and now let's see what your person thinks about that. That you think that there is this connection. Maybe some of them love it, others think you're crazy. I don't know. Let's see. We will see what your person thinks about it. Okay. This is going to be a pick a card within a pick a card. Please pick stone number 1. It's the silver one. Number 2. Or number 3. 1, 2, 3. Choose now. We're going to start with number 1. So what does your person feel about what they think you feel about them? Do they like it or don't they like it? Oops, one fell out. And they do like it. They do like it. We got the Empress again. We got the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. 44. 4 is the number of stability. However, that person knows that you still need some time to develop. I always call the Empress the pregnancy card. And you don't want your baby to be born prematurely. Of course, you want, even if you can't wait to meet it, you want it to have it the entire 9 months it needs, right? So your person knows that it needs time to develop until it can be born. And this card is talking about resting as well, and resting and healing. So your person knows that there's something that needs to be healed, maybe that codependency stuff we saw earlier, or the energy about lack mentality, thinking that you lost an opportunity. However, this card is a very stable card. Your person ultimately wants to have stability with you as well. It just, they're not ready yet, but they know it takes some time. And when I say time, please remember, time has nothing to do with a specific date. It only has to do with a specific energy. We can only attract what we vibrate, and it is up to you how long you take to get into that frequency. It depends on how determined you are to heal yourself, to do your shadow work, and again get out of that lack mentality. But what does your person feel for them? For it, yeah, they see that this can grow into something. With this card, maybe sometimes they don't know 100% how to deal with it, because this card, I don't know what this word means. I think it's like a truce. It is when it's not war and not peace. It's like in between. We're not attacking one another right now, but it's not peace yet. So it's like this in between state. And to me, this always means, like, I don't know what it is. Is it war? Is it peace? Is it love? Is it not? What is it? I don't exactly know what it is. I need some more time in order to figure it out. However, with this card, your person absolutely sees potential, and what they feel about it, it is basically pretty well. However, this is the healing card, and I noticed the solar plexus colors, the yellowish. Maybe some self-esteem would be an issue here that needs to be healed. So yeah, your person sees as pretty positive, even if they're not entirely ready yet. I mean, the King of Cups sometimes needs a little time to reach out and give that cup, but yeah. Okay, number 2, or B, however we're going to call it, pile B. Your person feels the soul connection too. We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess to me is talking maybe about some form of telepathy. I do have a reading you can check out. Is there telepathy between the two of us? Your person thinks that you are sexy with the Daughter of Wands. We do have, it's Aphrodite, the Tempress. And look how he is looking at her. He wants her. He is adoring her. So your person feels that you are adorable, that you are somebody very special. And again, there is this connection with the High Priestess. And then we do have the Nine of Cups. It's the joy. So your person actually likes the idea that you think that highly of them, and that you think that there is this special connection. Okay. And what I also notice is that they focus more on the positive. Maybe you focus a bit on the negative, like missed opportunity. Your person thinks that the two of you will get your wish fulfillment. So your person likes it. So let's check number 3. What does your person feel about what they think you feel for them? One, 2, and 3. Oh, not so sure. For some of you, it's important that you don't pressure your person. We had this part about that they think that, the missed opportunity, that they're not able to do that. And maybe with the Mother of Wands, you are a bit too fiery, you're a bit too pushy. However, they do see that you're somebody beautiful, but again, too much fire sometimes is not good. Don't try to push them in any way. Focus on yourself. The Ten of Wands, oppression, means I am overburdened with it. However, very nice is the Two of Swords. It's the peace, meaning I want to find peace in the situation. I want to come towards you once I do feel ready. But it's, again, once I do feel ready. If you try to push your person or send them energy like you're too slow and you're not gonna make it, then the longer you stay in this energy, the longer your person is in this oppressive energy and won't come forward. So your person is somewhat at peace with what they think you think about them. But again, don't push them, because they may be a bit more focused than the first two piles on the negative cards we saw, the codependency cards, and Father of Cups is the coward card, and then the missed opportunity. So please, please, please make sure that you do send out nice energy towards your person in order to attract what you want and not what you don't want. Okay, that was you, number 2. Okay, let's get to pile number 3. I'm going to put those aside for a second, and we're going to see what your person, that did not work out, what your person thinks that you think, or rather feel for them. What do you feel for them? What do they think you feel for them? We get 6 of the tarot cards. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got the 7 of Wands, the Mother of Wands, the 6 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and Ace of Swords. This is an advice card for you. I'm going to put it aside. We've got the Virgin and the Scribe and the Shadow. I'm going to see in a second if I should reverse them. The Prostitute. Right, you got 3 cards of this and 3. You got the most cards. You got Hope, the Star. Transformation, that would be Death. Fulfillment of wishes, 9 of Cups. You deserve love, love yourself first, and Porcupine, innocence. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Prostitutes. Okay, should I? It's telling me to reverse it. Reverse it, yes. Okay. We get the shadow attribute with the prostitute, the Virgin. Should I reverse it? Okay, sorry. And the Scribe, upright. Should I reverse it? Wait, is it right? Sorry, is it right? No. Should I reverse it? Okay, I have to ask again. Is this right? No. Should I reverse it? The Scribe is light attributes, and Prostitute and Virgin is shadow attributes. Porcupine, innocence, free yourself of guilt and shame. You love yourself first. Okay, you deserve love. There is a theme. Let me check. The Prostitute, shadow attribute, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. And the Virgin, fear of intimate union. What does your person think you feel for them? Okay. Give me a second. This is a bit scattered energy, to be honest. Your person, look, we've got the 9 of Cups and the Star. Those are both cards of wish fulfillment. Your person thinks you feel for them. That they could make you happy. They think that you think that, or feel that they could make you happy with the wish fulfillment and the hope card. However, they also see that there's some problems here. I feel that you may be projecting some stuff onto them, some stuff that you have not healed yet. And again, I am always talking about you can only attract the energy you send out, okay? So this is very important. We do have love yourself first. You deserve love, and free yourself of guilt and shame. Meaning that maybe you don't know that you are lovable. Maybe you don't treat yourself well. maybe have let others in the past not treat you well, and this person of course has to project that, mirror that to you. Also, they think that you think, I think also your person, I mean, there's always mirroring, right? I think that your person also has a lack of self-esteem, and they think that you notice that. They think that you think that they deserve love, you want to love them, but they know that they have to transform some stuff as well with the transformation, which would be the death card. For some of you, maybe they think that you think that they are a player. With the Virgin reversed, fear of intimate union, so that maybe you are wanting to have sex, but you're not really open to open up emotionally. And then the prostitute shadow places material places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. Yeah, so your person thinks that you might think about them, that they are not very open to love because they're more focusing on career and other stuff. But the Mother of Wands, look how this guy is treating her, like caressing her. I get like kind of like sexual vibes right now from this card. It's why I said that maybe your person thinks that you think about them, that they're not open for love. However, they also think that you think that they can open up with the transformation and the victory card, that they can conquer their old demons, that they can free themselves of guilt and shame. Maybe a person thinks that you should be ashamed for something when it comes to sexuality. There may be some shame, something to do with sexuality, with the virgin. I mean, it's virgin and prostitute, so it's two energies that have something to do with sexuality, right? And then we have the guilt and shame. This is a bit more difficult to grasp. How I'm getting there, however. I think also that they think that you think that you can't really figure them out, that you don't really know what they're all about. With discard signs is the riddle of the Sphinx, like you want to know stuff about them, and that you're trying to find out more stuff. With the Ace of Swords as well, that you do want to talk to them. We do have information here, like wanting to scribe or to scribe, wanting to write, wanting to have information, preserving knowledge. Yeah, preserving knowledge. This is the Sphinx, and then Excalibur is more like Epiphany's Ace of Swords is also gaining knowledge, that they think that you think that you don't know about enough about them, or the opposite, that you have them figured out, but they think it's not really true, everything, that you maybe put them in a kind of box that they're not feeling comfortable in. Also, they think that you think that they may have some kind of depression or addiction. The Seven of Cups to me is the depression or addiction card. Usually the sirens are pulling the people underwater, and water is talking about emotions, so depression is of course being pulled down. And also I get the addiction card, maybe some form of sex addiction, that you would think that about them, with the prostitute and the virgin who has fear for intimate union. And I get intimate union, I don't get as much as sex union, that they're scared of sex. I get more the feeling that you may think about them, or that they think that you think about them, that they're scared not of the sexual encounter, but of opening up emotionally. But they also think that you think that they can have their transformation, because we do have free yourself of guilt and shame. They can free themselves, they can transform, that there is hope after all, that there is victory, that there is communication going in, and this card is also talking about bravery, that they think that you think that they are going to be brave enough to conquer whatever they need to conquer. Yeah, but this is kind of scary. It's like they think that you think that you see a lot of their faults or shadow attributes, um, mistakes they have, or like character traits you don't like. However, they also think that you think that they can change, and they think that you want them to change into a version that you like. Yes. And maybe also some of them may think that you think that they have to change into a version that you might like, because only then maybe you could think that they are completely lovable. Maybe you think that there is something about them that you don't fully accept. Of course, it doesn't mean that you truly think that. Maybe that they have their own issues and they project that onto you. That could be very well the case. If they have some lack of self-esteem and they don't think that they're lovable, then they project onto you that you may think that they're not lovable and that they have to change. Maybe they are ashamed of something, and that they don't think that they deserve love, and they need to love themselves first. That of course you see the darkness as well. However, we do have darkness and we have light with hope and fulfillment of wishes and transformation. Those are amazing cards, of course. And then we do have victory, so we do have amazing this is what's really this pile is really like both. It's the shadow, like this card really is talking about problems, about being depressed, being down, something that a person needs to free themselves from. It may of course have to do with sexuality, maybe some other kind of addiction, low self-esteem. However, again, they think that you think that there is something that they need to transform to be a better person, and they think that you think they need to become a better person to be lovable. Again, this might not be what you truly think, it is what they think you think, right? Or they think you feel about them. So this one is a bit tricky, so I'm very excited to see in the next step what do they think about you thinking that. Because this one is a bit weird. However, this is your advice from spirit. Yin Yang. Oh, if you want to, you can pause this and make your screenshot and read it later. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Breathe slowly and deeply. In your mind's eye, imagine yin-yang symbol representing two opposing but complementary forces, something that's found throughout all of nature. Yin is often symbolized as water or earth, and it is considered the receptive feminine force. Yang is symbolized by fire or wind and is the creative masculine force. While opposites, they are not absolutes. Nothing can exist on our physical plane without its opposite, and neither part is superior to the other. Allow this image to move you to the center where you feel at one and at peace with your whole being. You are everything. That, of course, can indicate, again, we attract somebody who's mirroring us, that you have some issues when it comes to self-worth as well, and that both of you need to free yourselves from maybe your past, maybe old addictions, old templates, old negative thinking, whatever it is. But again, we do have victory, we do have transformation, we do have hope, we do have fulfillment of wishes, Ace of Swords, epiphanies. So there is some good stuff in here. Bit complicated, but not everybody is at the same place at the journey, right? And doesn't matter, that doesn't mean that you can't get to that. Again, we do have hope, that there is hope. Okay, so let's see what do they feel about what they think you feel for them. Okay, it's a pick a card within a pick a card, so please check 1, 2 or 3. again, 1, 2, or 3. We're going to start with 1, but I need some water. And of course, I would like to remind you that if it resonates, please like, subscribe, and share. Check out my other content. And you can win a free reading if you leave a comment as well after you have become a subscriber. So okay, this is this. Yeah, we got the 5 of Pentacles, we got the Mother of Wands, and the Daughter of Cups. I'm not surprised. What do they feel about what they think you think? Overburdened. We do have this card. It's called torture and feeling like you cannot do anything. It's being overburdened. The Mother of Wands can also, of course, be the person that is giving too much pressure, and of course it can also be the beautiful woman that they put you on some kind of pedestal and they feel unworthy. And this card, you see, she is hiding from the moonlight. The moonlight is about, it's the intuition and its emotions. So your person has emotions for you as well, but they're still hiding from it. So they don't like that you may think about them as unworthy. Again, it's what they think you feel. It's not, doesn't have to be what you feel. However, if you do feel that about them in any way, it's very important for you to check out what vibration you're sending out, because if you send out you're not good enough or you need to heal, then you're manifesting that this person will not feel good enough and that person always has to heal something. So it's better to imagine than already being healed, already being the version that you do want to attract, instead of focusing what you don't want. You don't want them in that low vibrational energy, okay? So this is very, very important for you to switch the energies around. Yeah. They do have feelings for you with this card, but they do feel overburdened right now. They would wish that you would see them in a higher light. This is what Rose Quartz is about. But again, you can change the energy. Once you change your perspective, you do change the energies, and then you will change that person as well, of course. So let's see, what does this pile think about what they think you feel for them, or what do they feel about that? Yeah, again, this card came out in the previous pile. It's a bit mixed energy. We do have 2 5s. 5s talk about change, and I think your person has good days and bad days. With this card, it's the challenge. It's a challenge and being ambitious. So on some days, your person is very ambitious in changing. Yeah, we did have transformation, I believe. We did have wish fulfillment. So your person thinks that they can change, and that afterwards they can give you that offer, because they do want to come towards you. They do. This is not the card when they're coming like, okay, I know what I want to be with you, I want to grow old with you. It's more like, okay, I feel like I've changed, and now I want to see where this is going. I do have feelings for you. It's like an offer that can be developed. But sometimes this is like running away from stuff. So I get both. And I just saw 11333 on my clock. So maybe you want to check out 333. It is 3 is the number of growth and abundance, which is very good, meaning that there is potential to grow. However, sometimes your person is also feeling overburdened and just wishes they could abandon this connection, which is what they can't. They can't. You cannot just abandon a soul connection. You can try to oppress for a while, but it always comes back to bite you in your butt. So you do your healing stuff. So, and again, I think they have cycles. Sometimes they just feel overburdened and want to run away from it, and then they get back into this energy and they're like, okay, I'm healing this now. And this also indicates, since your person also always has to mirror you, that sometimes you see them in high regard, and then they feel like, okay, I can do this. And once you get into the energy where you see them as, I don't know, I'm just saying, a loser, somebody who can't do it, then they feel overburdened. They pick up on your energy. That is very important. They pick up, not maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, they do pick up on your energy. Whenever you think of them like, boy or girl, you can do that, they're like, yes, I can do that. And whenever you think, well, but you are like this and that and you should be ashamed or whatever it is, they try to run away. So this is a bit ambivalent. However, those cards are very good. There's progress. Your person wants to make progress. They want to work on themselves so that you will change your perception of them, that you see them in the highlights, that you see them in the wish fulfillment and star energy, and somebody who's able to transform, and not as the person who maybe is only thinking about sex, or who is not able to open up emotionally. Because again, this card, your person does want to open up emotionally. They just need a little bit more healing. We did have the transformation card, which is important, and transformation is always a progress. Okay, nobody is waking up and is transformed. It's a progress, and they just need time in order to undergo this process, but you do as well, of course. Again, there's mirroring energy. Once you are done, you are pulling your person in, and they have to get a little bit faster in their developments. So then we get number 3, this stone here. So what does your person feel about what they think you feel for them? Or think about them? I kind of mixed it up, right? Doesn't matter. They don't mind. This person is more focused on the positive stuff. I mean, I think the first one, that person, was it the first, was more focused on the negative stuff. Like, oh, they think I'm this loser who's not able to open up. And your person thinks that your person is more focusing on the growth, because we do have 2 3s here. We have the 3 of Wands, and this card is talking about growth. It's I think it's basically means like blossoming or something like that. And then we do have the Empress. The Empress is the card that is talking about prosperity, about growth and abundance as well. And the 4 of Pentacles, stability. So your person is working, developing on finding more stability within them, and your person is more optimistic than the rose quartz person. And I think they are more focused on proving you that they can change, because remember, we did have the transformation card. Did we have the Empress as well in this pile? I don't remember. However, your person, yeah, they maybe don't like if you see them in a bad light, but again, they are more confident. They are confident that they are developing into the positive light, and that they can prove you that they can change and have a new beginning. Because again, the Empress, to me, I call it the pregnancy card, also means like giving birth to something new, having a new beginning. And this card is, yeah, growth as well. So this is the from part 3. This was the most optimistic guy, I have to say. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and share. If it resonated, please leave a comment. Check out my other content. And I do wish you all the best. Bye-bye.